Alright, captains, it is time for the French Navy's Tier 7 cruiser, Algérie. Now, while all signs point to this as being a good ship, the fact that she can burn battleships unmercifully, sit-wreck cruisers, although not as often as I would have liked, is armed with torpedoes that can actually be used for good, as in sinking enemy ships. But again, not as often as I would like. And all three of those signs have solidified the Algérie at the top of my Tier 7 cruiser damage column. However, captains, it is in the next row that disturbs me, and that is her win rate. Why so low? Well, what's the area that I've not covered thus far? Yep, that's right, it's versus those little scumbag destroyers. And against those little dirtbags who are the most powerful pieces on the board, I found myself incapable of harming those pesky SOBs. Why? Well, the gun arcs are a bit floaty, which in some instances is a pretty good thing. Les lobes indeed. But as you are super fragile, ouch! Oh, ow! There goes all my health, oh my goodness! In the face. And because of that fact, captains, you do live many kilometers away from the destroyer-villes of the front lines, making the combo of her range and gunnery versus destroyers, at least for me, uncomfortable. So while my damage numbers in this ship was actually pretty impressive, even for my standards, it wasn't the effective damage that really helps to win games and boost that win rate over the 44% mark. Ouch! Because I was not able to effectively spank the little bottoms of the scumbag destroyers often enough, despite the fact that I was able to sit-wreck cruisers and burn my way to damage heaven. And that is not to say that the Algérie is a bad ship, just not a ship that fit with this captain. Now, I do think there is a case to be made for this Algérie to be run in a division of 3, especially coupled with a destroyer and even maybe a battleship, but it could definitely run with a second cruiser partner instead, making the combined firepower plus spotting of the destroyer buddy out front pretty ruthless against damn near anybody in the game. Alright, captains, well, the replay I picked out for you is definitely going to give you all a little bit of a taste of what this Algérie can and cannot do, and even a little bit of how to play her. So without further ado, let's get stuck into the replay. And that replay sees us mid-tier in the Tier 8 matchup on the map Two Brothers. Alright, for my captain skills, I run preventative maintenance to keep my stuff working, expert marksman to turn my turrets just a wee bit faster, demolition expert to make my fire spamming French baguette to fury that much more furious against the big uglies in the game, those battleships. Concealment expert to try to help my concealment just a little bit better. It's not the greatest at around 11.8 kilometers after all is said and done on the concealment end. So a little bit more better concealment, yes please. And of course I probably would go for adrenaline rush for my next skill points, because honestly any of the AFTs and BFTs is not really going to help you much because your AA suite is actually pretty piss poor. Yeah. Now for my modules and upgrades, you can see she's fully kitted out all the way, and I go for the rudder shift one to turn just a little bit better, and I have the special module for the extension of my speed boost time, because speed is life for the Algérie. That is most definitely for sure. Premium consumables as always, and for my flags I think I'm just running the Captain and XP flags to try to get on into that Charles Martel just a wee bit quicker. Alright, well, we had the southwesterly spawn, and I am kind of rolling slow and low. Our Bismarck is going a little bit crazy. He's just rushing onto the spears into the A-cap because none of our destroyers are out front spotting any other enemy ships. And speaking of enemy ships, looks like we got a battleship. Yeah, a Scharnhorst is popped up, and we do have the A-cap that is tripped, so that means there's got to be one of 3 destroyers out in front of us right now, and nobody is detecting them. This is dangerous. I do like the fact that this thing has a 17.9 maximum range, because you are going to use all 17.9 kilometers of its range, because you do not want to take a hit, because you cannot take a hit because you are made of paper, and all the enemy ships just love shredding you to pieces. So I'm gonna see if I can burn down this little Scharnhorst, char me a little brat, and can we get a Lovins? And okay, it looks like he may have stopped and actually is backing up. We do see a little Inker smoke. That is downrange though. I don't know if that's in the cap, so that could mean that there's a second destroyer. Okay, well there's definitely fire coming from a destroyer. And yeah, that Scharnhorst is backing up too. Oh, there's a there's a Fiji that just, oh, look at that Fiji. He is just popping a smoke too. Oh, if only I had my AP loaded. 12 second. Oh, look at all those little angry triangles of fury coming in towards us. There's definitely at least 2 destroyers. Oh my goodness! Look at all those little red triangles. Holy crap, there's a Mayhem. There's got to be at least another destroyer in there. Holy crap balls, that is a lot of metal fish, man. You could walk across that. Holy crap balls. So I'm going to fire into this Mayhem and fire and hope, because I have no hope in hell personally with, this Algérie and hitting destroyers. I'm very, very disheartened when I'm going against destroyers in this Algérie. Like I was trying to say, I have zero confidence in my ability to actually hit them. That Mayhem was still spotted, but I just knew there was no way in hell I'm going to waste my 8 rounds, my 8 little guns shooting at that Mayhem, because they're all going to swing and a miss. I just, anyway, Scharnhorst, and I do finally light a fire. I did see that other battleship down yonder. I was gonna I think it was the Monarch. Oh, damn! Mel Benson just took down their enemy Mayhem. Excellent. I like those torps across cap. So let's turn back in. I am, of course, trying to keep my distance away from these guys. Space and opportunity. Space to stay away and keep my citadel away from these guys. An opportunity to light them on fire with my range and my gunnery. But you can see the kind of like the lobbiness of these shells, guys, if you haven't noticed already. So Scharnhorst has disappeared in the ether. I launched my spotter, plan to hopefully maybe catch these guys. Oh, there's the Monarch as well. Scharnhorst is going to eat a whole bunch of torpedoes and probably become a reef. If not, yeah, he is a reef art now. So let's keep firing on this Monarch. And yeah, you can see how they just kind of hang. They look good starting off, but all of a sudden they kind of just lose their speed, and then they start falling to earth almost vertically onto the decks of the Monarch for only 924 points of damage. Boo! Come on. Yeah, Kagero is getting pointed out. Yeah, oh my god, 13.4 kilometers. This is just, I'm praying right here. I'm gonna fire on it because I want to put him down. Nuremberg has gone crazy loco. He is just running up front. Bismarck, of course, has gone down because of focus fire and a swing and a miss, of course, against the Kagero. I mean, it's over, it was 13 kilometers I said it was, so that's gonna be a hard shot for a lot of ships, but the direct competitor for this guy, the Shachors, I would feel a lot more confident about shooting destroyers in my Shachors than I do in this thing, because those Russian laser beam guns on those cruisers is just magnificent. Oh my goodness, ooh la la. But anyway, let's try to get a little creme brulee action going on in this Monarch, getting a little crispy going. And I take out a couple of modules, an AA and a secondary gun looks like, but no fires. Come on. The enemy Charles Martel is just working on that one line, so come on, can we work on this Monarch? Bring down 462. Ugh, not so bueno. No good. So that's okay. He's the only one that we can shoot at now. Our team has actually done quite well. We somehow was able to take the A-cap. They saw our Bismarck probably going YOLO solo on the A-cap, but all those destroyers that are now all dead, thank you very much. So that means we can probably just try to mop up some of these bad boys over here and work on this Monarch, and I finally get a fire. There we go. Thank you very much. 2,772 points of damage and a fire. It looks like, there's the Fiji is there still again. He's just been hanging out, the little scumbag. Now, I think I want to try to get some AP into his butt if I can. It looks like he's going to be moving forward, and you can definitely shoot over this little tabletop. Oh, look at that. He is slowing up in the smoke. I have AP loaded, of course. Fire full effect. Oh, this is excellent. He did not see the believe in the power of the smoke ring. Boom, boom. 4 Citadels, almost 20,000 points of damage. That's right, Fiji, you are hunting. I am locked and loaded. Fire full effect. Good night, salvo incoming. 3, 2, 1. And then, what the hell was that? Oh my goodness, not even bounces? What was that? How did all those miss? Oh, come on, please. For the love of everything, let this salvo connect and say, good night, Fiji, for a double Citadel. Cool. So weak. Now, I was worried because that Fiji could have definitely ripped into me. And, thankfully, that Monarch was looking in other directions. We had 2 little destroyers harassing them, and 1 battleship that was running for his life because the Charles Martel is guaranteed his lighting them afire. Yep, they are definitely pointing out that Chucky, the flamethrower, to try to work on him. But I want to relight this Monarch, because you get a Monarch or any of those high-tier British battleships, you know, you're beating on him, man. You beat on him until he doesn't move anymore, as in DED dead. So that's what I want you to do. Light some fires, get out those damage controls, because I know our little DDs are going to be throwing some torpedoes at his way. And of course, we got another cruiser, I think. Don't know who that is with me, but oh, North Carolina is running. Come on. All right, Chucky Martel, you're up, buddy. Now, shooting cruisers in this thing is quite, you can do it. You know, once you start getting farther out in range, it's going to be a little bit harder to do that, especially with the armor piercing. I did not find a lot of joy shooting AP at cruisers in this ship, especially at range. Once you got closer, obviously you could work on the broadside, but at range, and oh, there we go. We got a fire finally. So I will swap up to the AP and let's see if I can get some love on this Chucky. 12 kilometers. And change. That could be good. That's a nice little dispersion pattern right there. Can we get a Citadel? And we do not get a Citadel. We get a whole bunch of everything but Citadels. Damn it. I did hold up shop behind this little plateau, little mesa island here, little flat top, because I want to get hidden from that Monarch, because I know that Monarch can just Shrek me with his HE. The HE is just so extremely powerful against the cruisers. And there was another enemy battleship back at their cap, just camping out. And finally, oh, there we go. North Carolina took down the Chucky. So now we had the Cyclone incoming, detected eye in the sky, Monarch, and another battleship. So let's go hard body on this Monarch. His guns are all turned in the wrong direction. So I got to believe that's probably our Edinburgh that is firing the AP shells at him. Okay, there's the Amagi. 10 kilometers. My torpedoes are 9 kilometers. Pretty nice, you know, distance on the torpedoes there. 9 kilometers. I don't get to use them that often. Yeah, look at that. All those turrets are facing the wrong way. Yep, there's the Edinburgh. Excellent. And I light them a fire. Take out some secondaries. Excellent. Let's just keep laying into them. Now, I probably could swap up to the AP, but again, my AP shells aren't the best. I just don't feel very comfortable with the AP shells on this thing, even firing in battleship superstructures, because look at that. 4,800 points of damage with the HE shells in that battleship superstructure. That's probably the best I ever got out of the AP. I mean, probably about comparable, maybe damage. So why not just chuck that HE at him and maybe light him a fire and or put him down completely. Excellent. Now I do drive into this port here just a little bit, because I am worried about this Amagi that's going to be coming around this island head, and here he is. He has detected me. So there we go. Let's see if my torpedoes, my little wall of 3 skills, can maybe tickle this Amagi in the stomach. Oh, somebody laid a torpedo into him, and bank, I do too. Excellent. I do cause a flood. And is he flooding? Okay, we got some flood that's going on. Come on. Oh, no. Okay, so he used his repair party. So that means he's susceptible to fires. Look at all those secondaries. And here comes his primaries. Oh, splish splash. Secondary rounds. Boom, boom. Oh, take one in the face. Oh, he's fired his turrets. Third and fourth turrets. Oh, splish splash. Oh, my goodness. So I know the end is nigh. I have my AP loaded, and we'll see if I can do a little bit of damage into a superstructure. He is kind of angling now, and only 3,700 points of damage. That's okay. So I was thinking maybe he's going to try to keep turning away, because he's made some kind of weird angles on me, but it looks like he's actually going to be turning back in for a full broadside. So this ain't going to be good. Those torpedoes are probably all going to miss. And it's going to give me an Amagi broadside, probably right through the face. Boom, boom, there's a nice hit. And boom, boom, there's another one. Oh, boom, 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 boom. Let's light him a fire before I get killed. And I get killed, and I do light him a fire. Excellent. He is burning now, and he's going to burn for probably about another 20 seconds or so, or until maybe our little Shih Tzu puts some little torpedoes into that Amagi. Or, I don't know, or Edinburgh is going crazy. He's going hard body on this Amagi, man. You're going, oh, witness me. Oh, little Edinburgh 11 player, 772, 786, 279er. Player after my own heart. Launching this, of course, that Edinburgh AP into that Amagi superstructure. Trying to get some damage. He's got his torpedoes, of course. Oh, he takes a couple of hits, but he does okay. He's got his torpedoes definitely loaded. He's waiting. He's holding. Lock. Stay on target. Stay on target. Give him the port side torps. Ready, set, fire those torpedoes. There's got to be in the water. Yep, there they go. Come on, swim through, swim fast. And good night, Amagi. Good night to my score finally, as the Amagi gets reefed. There's one ship left in the game, and he is dead here. Yeah, he is dead right now. Well, that turned out to be an okay, kind of quick game though, but an okay game for my TS7 Algérie, with 103,000 points of damage off of 96 shells, 1 torpedoes, 5 fires, but 6 citadels. Nice bunches on that little Fiji right there. And we finished, of course, tops of the charts with 1,793 base experience. Our little Shih Tzu came in with some good damage. And good job to our little Edinburgh 2 player, 77269ers, whatever. And although our Bismarck, little Prussian there at the bottom, the strongest man on the charts, went in hard body solo. I would love to have gone in there with him. He probably helped our western side a lot with his rush. So thank you very much. Kudos to you on your playmate. And in the detail report, this is pretty much cut and dry basics for what I experienced in my Algérie. You can see a nice little damage return, obviously, on my AP rounds because I got a lot of citadels. But other than that, you know, not the greatest, especially on the HE. Look at that, 83 landed for only 35,000 alpha damage. Fires, though, 5 fires for 23,000. That's where you're really going to get your money on this Algérie, is burning down ships. Because you look at that detail report, that the Murderer's Row column at the top. Look at the damage I did. Monarch, Amagi, and Scharnhorst. Those were the big ones. The Fiji, of course, with the AP Citadels. Charles Martel, not so much, and that Mayhand. Fired at a couple of destroyers, and all I could show for it is 924 points of damage. Boo! That is about what sums up my usual gaming experience in this Algérie versus the little scumbag DDs. Is a lot of swinging and a missing. A boo! And of course, after taxes with the premium account, 150,000 credits. So not the greatest payday as well. And with only a standard account, 61k, that would barely pay for my premium consumables. But all in all, a short and sweet game for the little French sweetie, Algérie. Alright, captains, well, that was my review of the French Navy's Tier 7 cruiser, Algérie. And if you haven't been able to tell by now, I'm not the biggest fan of this ship. She is definitely well and truly in charge of my damage numbers for my Tier 7 cruisers, but that does not make a fun ship. Oh my goodness, I didn't enjoy my time in this ship. I think there are going to be some captains who actually can really appreciate what this Algérie can do. But for me, her closest competitor in the tech tree line is the Tier 7 Chateaurs in the Soviet Navy, and I got to look at it as side by side. Why would I want to Algérie when I could Chateaurs? Because the Chateaurs has everything that Algérie has and more. The range with the spotter aircraft, the laser beam gun arcs. You also get the 35 knot base speed versus the Algérie, who with the speed boost gets just over 35 knots. So I mean, I don't quite understand that. The base speeds, you know, the speed boost was supposed to be like the little trick of the French line, and yet, I mean, it's basically, when activated, gets you up to the base speed of other tech tree ships like the Soviet line. So I'm not really sure how to wrap my head around that one, captains. But in all fairness, this is the last cruiser line that I've actually sailed in the game. So I believe if I had started fresh and sailed the French line first, or even second, maybe even third, I'd have room in my heart for these vessels whose playstyle is truly well covered by other ships in the game. But in any case, captains, I hope you all learned a little bit about how to, and of course, as always, how not to captain the Algérie. And if not, you at least enjoyed the video. So as always, I thank you, captains, for watching. And until next time, I will see you all in game. Have fun. Fair seas.